Hi, I'm BWestendorf. What I do for a living is teach people how to have conversations, one-on-one conversations or one-to-a-group conversations. And I do this either in corporate trainings or in executive coaching. One of the things I've discovered over the last 25 years of watching these conversations is that most people have some bad habits. They're not big, they're small, but they can lead a conversation away from trust and respect. And over time, that really erodes your ability to get things done. There are little things people do, and they start to add up. Now you know, because you've been on the receiving end of conversations like that. You've probably wondered, does that person really realize how insulting they are? Or I feel like I'm being interrogated. Or you might be in a presentation and think, are they at all aware of how boring they are? And I don't think that person got up that morning and said, boy, I'm going to try to do my best to be really boring, to really interrogate and insult people. I don't think so. I think people want to do a good job. I think they want to feel like they do get respect and trust. And yet often there are small things we are doing that everybody else is aware of the results of them, but we're the ones totally unaware. Now, if the people that were insulting or boring or disrespectful to you didn't know about it, is it possible that you might be doing something that you're not aware of? And if so, I think there's 3 ways you have to correct. You have to be aware, you have to know what to replace your habits with, and then you have to practice. So let's start with awareness. And what I mean is you have to know that you're on the stage of your life, of your conversation. And at the same time, you're in the balcony watching it. You're able to see in the conversation, ooh, the other person isn't listening to me right now. I'm not getting buy-in right now. So you have to know what's going on. You can't be having sort of an automatic conversation here, finishing it up while thinking about the next conversation you're about to have. You have to be present and aware. What's going on with you, what's going on with them. The second piece is you have to be able to identify through that awareness where your bad habits are and have something to replace them with. And this is what I work on with people. Let's find other options. Let's find easy options, things you can do repetitively so you don't have to be thinking of, it's like it doesn't have to be the menu in a Chinese restaurant. There are some simple things to do in certain situations. Once you get used to replacing them, now you have to practice them. And I try to help people practice as much as I can and get muscle strength when I'm with them. But the real truth is you have to practice out there in the world. And you don't want to be practicing in a crucial conversation. That's when you want to have it down pat. So practice means that you will have to be consciously incompetent while having a conversation. I don't think any of us like that. It's uncomfortable. And I think this is where people give up and just go back to being unconsciously incompetent. So there are some steps that you have to have the intention to want to make these changes. But without making the changes, it's really hard to do life. It's hard to do work. It's hard to have relationships if you keep tripping over your own mishaps, your own unwitting, unconscious bad habits. Look, we all have to influence people. We have to influence people we have no power over. We have to influence people that don't agree with us. Sometimes we even have to influence people who don't like us. To get ahead in life, you've got to be able to do those three things. I love what I do. I think it's useful. I think it's needed. I think people feel stronger and better about themselves. I think they feel that if they can have a good conversation, they bring themselves to the conversation. When I get to help people do that, makes my day.